tonight that I think is the best question, and it's actually
over there behind.
Is it 10 all right?
It's 10, and my wife, she gets credit for this. A lot of people comment on how much Blue October's changed from the answers to MIA, AMIA. But what would you say has not changed?
Honesty. Uncomfortableness. Because and our bond. You know, because the one thing that we can fight and we can bicker and we can have these people telling this person one thing and then me the other just to kind of get us off. But we all know in the end when we look at each other, we call and say, "Hey man, I got love for you. I love you, man. I'm sorry if I offended you. I'm sorry if I offended you too." We can always come back to that.
These guys have a passion.
We have a bond that's if anybody tried to break it, whether they're businessmen, management, anybody whatsoever, if they tried to break it, it would be very hard to break it. You know, just because we're just going to call each other afterwards and say, "Can you say that about me?" No,
we've already been through too much.
We've already been way through too much. And to see him where he's at now is and I'm sorry I always bring this up, Matt, but I'm just really proud of him because he's done something that most managers it's very hard to find a manager out there that has bands that will do artist development. And nobody wants to do artist development. They want to find that one song, they want to go, "Hey, let's roll it and ride it. You got to hit. Oh, all the best. Oh, all the best. Oh, all the best. Oh, all the best." Matt finds them on the ground and then brings them all the way up to where everybody's going, "I want to invest. I want to invest." And he has that power now where he can just go, "No, this is good for my band. I'm going to take you out of this situation. I'm going to put you here. No, you're not the right manager here. You are necessarily." Matt's got some tricks under his sleeve that I swear to God that these bands will blow the fuck up. Excuse me. These bands will blow up so big. They're great. He's got a great ear. I trust Matt's ear over anybody's ear today in music. It's anybody's ear. Over Rick Rubin's, really. Over anybody's. He's got the ear of the century. The ear of the century. You too. Yeah, so watch I Am Dynamite tonight. They will blow your bowels out.
I want to thank you guys.
Oh my God.
As I hand it to him.
Thank you.
Any more questions? One more question. Off the top of your heads, go. Boxers.
Yeah, you said you have some.
Boxer Bruce.
At least here.
What cover would you want us to cover?
I said Boys Don't Cry.
What's up, okay.
Or maybe the Bowie song.
I would like to see Brian get with the orchestra people from New York or something like a big orchestra symphony and like do October's greatest hits with like a big orchestra behind us.
You know, actually, can I add to that last question too? Sure. I think personally that's one thing that also hasn't changed as far as our sound goes. Not just with us as people, but as far as the actual sound is that Ryan is such a unique weapon. And he's totally like he's our trick up our sleeve. And his sound, even though he experiments with so many different things, he plays so many different instruments, he brings a sound to this that's, as soon as you hear it, you know what it is, from album down. And I think that's one thing that when I listen to songs off different records, when we play every night, the common thread between that is really what he brings to the table.
That's a really good point. He brings the sound of pulling
Amazing.
Amazing. It's amazing.
I have something to interrupt you. Any of those like whacked out critics? There's some of those whacked out critics that have like press point, like just tattoo.
Oh, I love those guys because they give me press. I love those guys. It's people's opinions. That's what art is.
They don't
Art.
even have opinions about the music.
No, but I'll tell you a quick story. I'll tell you a quick story. You know what? They can do whatever they want to. They can go home and be sad. I love those guys because they give me
love
press.
radio because I just laugh.
You know, the one thing is I'll tell you a quick story. Then we'll go. In high school, I went to arts high school performing arts. We had to do gallery shows at the end of the year. And this one kid from Cambodia was doing his art on where he came from. And we had to walk through and look at all the paintings and stuff. And everything was beautiful. And everybody was getting A pluses. And this kid went in there and he's like, "Okay, I want to show you what really Cambodia is like." And he got animals, dead animals, hung them from the top of the ceiling, put bamboo everywhere, so when you walked in that place, you almost threw up on yourself. It smelled so bad. And you went through there and you showed pictures of where he lived, pictures of it, but it showed you what it smelled like in every one of those spots. And when you walked out, you're like, but he threw up. Everybody threw up. Goder's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Because that kid, he got dogged by by Houston Chronicle. I remember they were like, blah, 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 close it down, we need incesticide or something. I was like, I don't know, but the fact that art is able to make you react is what's beautiful about the world that we live in. Nobody has to love it. If you try to make everybody love you, you're going to be a very unhappy person now. You know, but it's whether or not you stick to your guns and go, I appreciate your opinion, and kill them with kindness and walk away. Because from the beginning, I've been called the king of drama, but no, I just love my daughter.
I just don't get it.
So for every record that you alienate somebody, you gain a fan.
Yeah.
You know, so people are going to have their opinions. They're going to have their favorite records. They're going to think that this is right or this is wrong, or you know. But that's not the point. And that's why I think you don't choose to necessarily be an artist. You're born to create, and we're going to pick it apart. So
The famous words of my father, those are my potholes. Yeah. All right. Thank you. I don't want to
Thank you. Thanks for the opportunity.
Thank you.
Where you have one of
Yeah, sure.
Great show.
Thank you, Matt. Much love. Give me a hug. No, that was good. I feel connected with you already.
I fell in love with you and came you, and you took that away.